She's absolutely stunning. But what's really different about this boat?
Well, I think what's different, it's a modern day cat. And if you look around the world, the catamarans have been growing and growing and growing, and guys have been getting better and better at it. And if you look at any catamaran, the guys want to take everything. They want to move out of their house, but they want all the mod cons. They want the air cons. They want the rubber ducks. They want as much water as they can take. They want to go as far as they can go. And they want to keep it simple too. Well, that's where I come from, to keep it simple. So this boat, its hulls are really big hulls, a lot of volume in the hulls, but still very sleek. She slides through the water very, very fast. And she has the capacity to carry all that. I mean, we're carrying over 2,000 litres of fuel on this particular boat. One can decide how much or how little you want of fuel. It all depends what you're going to do with the boat. But right now, she's got a lot of fuel. We're carrying 1,500 litres of water up front. And the boat, my friend of mine, he just looked at it and said, well, yeah, she's floating very nicely. I wonder what it's going to be like when you filled it up. I said, it is full. It's done. And he couldn't believe it. So, yes, by having a boat like that, you still get performance out of your boat. Where a lot of the older boats, they're fantastic boats, but you put a lot of weight in it, and the boat bogs down. Unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. So that's where this boat's coming from. An exploring boat, can go far, go anywhere you like. It's fully generators on board, everything's here, water makers. And she's a comfortable boat, and it carries everything. So she can really sail under full load, and that's probably close to 20 tons of boat. Fully loaded, and she's flying along, yeah.
So it's the best of all worlds, really?
I think so. I think the designer and myself, they got the numbers right. I told him a lot of things that I think we want and that, and being an old friend of mine for many years, we've really put it together. We have quite a joking relationship in the design, where he compliments me and I compliment him, and I want to change this, and then he laughs like crazy. But you know, when you're building a boat like this, or any boat for that matter, you change things. You really got to look down the line. You can't just lift the roof because you want more height. What does it do to the sail? What does it do to the boom? What does it do? So I would say, and can we lift this up? And then he'd look at me and, yeah, 50 more would be fine. And I'd look for headroom. And if you notice the boat, the roof is very flat, so you can walk right up to the windows without having to bend down. I mean, some really, really tall guys have walked in here, and they're like, oh, wow, look at that lot. The view of this boat, the windows around, so that one could sit in and have a great view. You could look right around and see everything. And a lot of guys will say, yeah, but then what about the sun and the heat? We took that into consideration. You'll see the windows aren't too vertical and not too sloped back to try and get a reflection, and the overhang of the roof, you got a bit of thing. But, you know, you can put blinds in and customize the boat to whatever you want to do, you know, from that point of view.